Hi everyone. In the previous videos we have studied about the two other type of statements, that is selection statements and iteration statements. In the selection statements we have studied if else and switch, and in the iteration statements we have studied for, while and do while. This is the video about the jump statement. There are four types of jump statements: break, continue, go to and return. Break is used to bring the control outside the loop. You have already studied break with switch. We'll explain that example again to you. This is the switch example. Here we have written switch A, so A is 1. So case 1, it will go into case 1, printf case 1 and come outside of this block. Because of this break, we'll just compile it and run it. So you can see that only case 1 is printed. If we remove the break from here, so now we'll compile it and run it. You can see that case 1 and case 2 is printed because there is no break in between. So break is used to bring the control outside the block. Break can be applied by two ways. One is switch, you have just seen that, and another one is for. So I'll explain you the example with for. So what we can do is, this is the for example. It will print the value of I for 5 times. We'll just run it. So it is printing the value of I for the first time. I'll just put a break over here after this and I'll just compile it. So you can see that there is only one value printed, that is I is equal to 0. Now what happens here, we'll just explain you. I is equal to 5, I is equal to 0. We again initialize it over here, and I less than 5, 0 less than 5, I is equal to 0 and break. Whenever break encounters, it brings us outside of this move. So it will not go to the increment, it will not go for the next iteration and come directly out of the loop. So you can understand here that break can be only applied by two ways, switch and for, and break is used to bring the control outside the loop. The next jump statement which we will be studying is continue. This we have already written the code here. Now we'll explain you the code. Let's just remove this so you do not get confused by this. We have declare a variable here, so let's first study the motive behind the continue. Continue is used to skip the current iteration and go on to the next iteration. Continue will only be applied in loops, not neither in switch, neither in selection statements. Continue can only be applied in the loops, all of the three loops: for loop, while loop and do while loop. Now we have done here, we'll explain you. We have declared a variable I for I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. So 0 less than 5, hello will be printed, and then continue here. So when it conquered the continue, it skipped the current iteration, which means that it skips every single statement written below it and go on to the next iteration. It will move to here, it will update it 1 less than 5, then again print the hello. I'll just put a backslash n over here. I'll just compile it and run it. You can see that hi there is not printed in this output because we have encountered continue before that, and by the use of continue we can skip the current iteration which is going on and move on to the next iteration. So you can understand the use of continue by this. The next jump statements is go to. Goto is only works on labels. We'll tell you what are labels. Goto is used to jump from one block to another or skip a particular block of a statement and jump to the next one. So we'll just compile it and run it, then we'll explain it. So you can see that there hello is printed and hi there is not. Now we'll explain you the output. What happens, it runs the program, it encounters go to hello. So hello is there and there is one statement in between the label. This is a label, a name and a colon, and the syntax to go to this label is go to the label name and the semicolon. So there is one statement between the label and the go to. So whenever it encounters this go to hello, it jumps the any single statement between them and directly jump to the label and print its statement. So when we'll run this, you can see that only hello is printed, hi there is not printed, because it encounters go to hello and jump directly to the hello label by skipping this hi there statement. The next jump statements is return. Return is a statement which used to exit the program. Remember, break is the statement, break is the jump statement which used to bring the control outside the loop. Continue is the jump statement which bring the control outside the current iteration, go on to the next iteration. Go to is jump from one set of particular statement to the other statement by skipping the statements in between, and return is used to bring the control outside the program. When we'll compile this and run this, you can see that hello is not printed because we have already returned 1, and it brings the control outside the program and no statement after that will be printed. I'll show you something more here. We'll run it. You can see that here the code block screen is showing process returned 1 because we have written 1 over here. I'll write here 100 and just close it and just compile it and run it again. You can see that process return 100 is showing. And generally return is used whenever the return type of the function is end. Generally the return is used after we end our task. Every task we generally use return 0 to tell the to tell us that our program has successfully run. It always says process return 0 because we were return 0 here. If we write 100 over here, then it will run process return 100. So this is all about the statements. You have studied selection statements, iteration statements, and jump statements. In the next video we'll study about the in functions. Thank you.